Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Greenwell, and I'm here to teach you your math lesson for today. And what we are going to work on and what I would like for you to learn is how to add to three-digit numbers. And so I am going to explain the process that we use when adding to three-digit numbers. Sometimes we will be regrouping and sometimes we won't. So we'll figure out why you have to do that and how you have to do that when you have three-digit numbers instead of two-digit numbers. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to write the two numbers that we're going to add together. And I'm using this app called Number Pieces. And so it's very clear for you to see what it is that I'm doing and to help you understand. So I'm going to write down the two numbers that we're going to add together first. We're going to add the number 123 plus 148. Now, I hope you look at this problem right away and you think in your head, okay, wait a minute. We cannot solve this problem in the best way possible if we have it written horizontally. So we have to do something else with these two numbers before we can even start to think about adding. Can you think of what it is that we need to do? If you said we need to write them vertically, you're correct. We need to do that. So we're going to write 123 plus 148, and we're going to write them vertically. And the reason that we need to do that is that when we are adding numbers with more than one digit, we need to make sure that the numbers in the ones place and the tens place and the hundreds place in this case are all lined up so that we can see exactly which numbers we need to add together. So whenever you see a problem with more than one digit and it's written vertically, you need to rewrite it horizontally first before you do anything else. So I'm just going to go ahead and erase the way it's written horizontally because we don't need that. We've got everything vertical. And I look at my problem, and the next step is that I'm going to use my number pieces and I am going to show each of the numbers that I want to add together. So the first one, 123, is 100, 2 tens, and 3 ones. So I have to show the top number first. Then I'm going to add in the bottom number. And the bottom number is one group of 100, 4 tens, and 8 ones. Okay, so now I have my two numbers and I need to go back to my problem, and I always start with the numbers in the ones place first. And if I look at the numbers in the ones place, I see 3 plus 8. Okay, so I'm going to go back over to my ones cubes, and I'm going to see how many I have all together because I put my 3 in up here and I put my 8 in down here. So I should be able to add up all of those ones and get my total. You can also say to yourself, okay, 3 plus 8, I know what that is. And hopefully it'll turn out to be the same thing as when we count up these little cubes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 cubes, 11 ones. And if you think back, yes, 3 plus 8 is 11. So that all works out wonderful. Now, here's the thing. If we have 11 as a sum in the ones place, that means that we have to do something, because our rule says that if we have 10 or more in the ones place, 10 or more ones, then there's something that we need to do. Can you think of what that is? I'm just going to give you a couple seconds to think about it. What is it that we need to do if the number in the ones place is 10 or more? Okay, did you say regroup? Did you say trade? If you said either one of those things, you are absolutely correct. If you have 10 or more in the ones place, you have to trade or regroup. What does that mean? Well, that means, as you remember, that I am going to take 10 of these ones out of here, and I am going to trade them for another 10 stick. Now, why can I do that? I can do that because 10 ones is the same as 110. They're both for 10. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to take and circle 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to circle 10 of these ones. Okay? And now I'm going to trade them for a 10 stick, which means they are going to come out of this picture, and in place of them, we're going to find an extra 10 stick. So let's see if I can do that. There we go. Okay, so my 10 ones are gone, and now I have an extra 10 stick. Now I have to go back over to where my numbers are written in my problem, and I have to show this. So I go back to my ones, 3 plus 8. Okay, I've made my trade. I look at my picture. I have 1 left because I had 11 and I took 10 of them out. So that leaves me with 1. So I'm going to record a 1 in the ones place. Okay, and then I have to look at my tens place because it's different too now. My tens place says 2 plus 4, and I know that 2 plus 4 is 6, but if I look over here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I now have 7 10 sticks. Okay, how did I get 7? I got 7 because I took my 10 ones out and I traded them for an extra 10 stick. Okay, so I no longer have just 2 from 123 and 4 from 148. I have an extra one in there because I traded. So I have to put this 1 up here to show the extra 10 that I traded for. Now I'm going to add the numbers in my tens place. I have 2 plus 4, that's 6, plus 1 more is 7. So I'm going to record as 7. Now, let me double check myself and look over here at my picture. Do I have to have 7 10 sticks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I do. Now, I look at my hundreds place. I've got 1 plus 1, 2 hundreds. So I recorded 2. So 123 plus 148 is equal to 271. So that's how you regroup if you have 2 3-digit numbers and you have to regroup in the ones place. Now, what happens if you have to regroup in the tens place? Well, I'm going to show you exactly how that works. So I'm going to get rid of this picture, and I'm going to come up with another number sentence so that we can see what happens if you have to regroup in the tens place. So let's start out with 100, get my pen, 163 plus 153. Okay, there's my original problem. Now, I hope you're thinking in the back of your head, uh-oh, Mrs. Greenwell, I know something you have to do before you can even start adding your numbers, and that is you have to write this problem vertically. And if you were thinking that, absolutely, give yourself a pat on the back. So I have to write this vertically, 163 plus 153. because I need to see exactly which numbers are in my ones column, my tens column, and my hundreds column. Now I'm going to go ahead and erase this. Okay. Now, step 2. I'm going to show these two numbers using my number pieces. So the number on top comes first. 160, 6 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. So we have our number 163. Now I have to show 153 because that's what I'm adding to it. So I have 1, it's hard to fit all these little guys in here. That's a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's my tens, and then 3 ones again. 2, 3. All right, so now I have all